First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to everybody that subscribed to us, that viewed our videos, that gave us likes, that commented. You know what I'm saying? I want to say thank you to everybody that did that. We really appreciate that.
For real.
And it was just, it's a blessing. Every time we get a new subscriber, every time we get somebody else to like our video, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? So thank y'all. We appreciate it. And keep on subscribing. We got a lot of content coming for y'all. So
just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We here. You know what I mean?
Whatever. If
you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna talk about it in the basement.
Right here in the basement. So how was your weekend, man? You had a good weekend?
Blessed. Yeah, I had a good weekend. You know what I mean? We got my mind right this weekend.
That's what's up, man.
Took a little time off. You know what I mean? Just blessed.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you was blessed until Sunday. When your team blew a 14-point lead.
Here we go. All right, cool. That's cool. But that's what they do. You feel me? That's what they do.
Let me ask you. Look, I gotta touch on this, bro. Cause why? How in the fuck do they blow every game? Like, I swear to God, this team is cursed, bro. I feel like they're cursed.
Like, some teams, honestly, it's just
like the Browns too. Like, sometimes I be feeling.
But they find a way. They find a way not to lose the game every time. We find a way to lose the fucking game. I'm watching the game. I know what's going to happen. As the game goes on, I'm like,
how can you even get excited if you're up 14 points?
But my loyalty, man. My loyalty. It doesn't matter. I'm riding with them.
I see you got your favorite player on.
That's my favorite.
And you got your favorite team on.
My favorite team, my favorite player.
Hey, you rocking them both.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
My loyalty, it's not going to stop. I'm going to ride with them. But
it was a good game.
It was a good weekend overall, but there was a lot of fucking injuries, man. A lot of injuries, man. I'm starting to think
a lot of them.
Saquon, it's gonna be a long career, man. It's gonna be a long.
He seems, I don't know, like he seems injury prone early, and another.
I don't want to tag him too early.
Yeah.
He plays the game.
I understand what you're saying. Like, you don't want to tag him too. Nah, I don't want to say that. Like, it just. I don't know. He's been hurt since he hasn't been in the league that long. You know what I mean?
I know. What's it, third year?
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, it was a lot of injuries and a lot of great players went down. But I just want to give a shout out to the Ravens. That's my team. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them. Shout out to my man Lamar.
We got our dub. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my boy Lamar.
We did our thing in Houston. That
was an easy game though. That was an easy game. I fell asleep watching it.
Is it weird with no fans to you?
No. Because as an athlete, I'm focused on so much of the game that outside part doesn't matter. I feel like I'm overseeing the whole game, and I like to watch the game different.
Yeah.
I like to be tuned in. I like to hear everything. I like to see what formation they're running. I watch the game different. You know what I mean? I'm not like the average fan, because I played it all my life, damn near, since I was maybe 10, 11, 12, maybe. So it's like I see the game different. I'm tuned in. I'm watching the formations. I'm watching the timeouts. I'm in the game.
Yeah.
So the fan thing doesn't really bother because I'm so tuned in. Yeah. I enjoy even more because now I can hear. Hut. They're going on 3 for a while. They're going on 2.
That's fact.
Me. I'm a student of the game.
Yeah.
So I start catching little things that I wasn't able to without the fans because it was so loud. It's like the camera, the audio wouldn't give me that. Now it's like, shoot, hold on now. I kind of like this.
You know what I mean?
It's sad that a lot of
it's just different not hearing the shouting and but
you lose that home field advantage. You lose. I know a lot of as a fan, you lose that tailgate, you lose that. It's a lot, but you have to adapt. You have to adapt.
But you still, especially if you got a basement like this one, you know what I mean? You got the big screen, you can still watch your shit at home and still
right here. I'm in there. I don't want to go to the game.
You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't pay me to go to the game. Nah, because I miss out so much. And then when the Ravens go to commercial, I'm red zone. I'm catching on to everything else going on. You know what I mean? But I like the tailgate part when I go to the game.
Yeah, that's always fun.
And I love the Ravens Stadium because I love the nosebleed. You get to see everything. Like you literally sitting like this just watching the game.
Yeah, that's dope too, you know what I mean? But some of the seats you be like, damn, should I just stay home and watch it? Because You know, you be up so high, these motherfuckers, you can barely even see them motherfuckers. Like, they look like little ants running around.
But I gotta go. I messed up last year. Apologies to Lamar because I didn't go out there last. It's not gonna happen again. Soon it opens up, I gotta go see my boy play. I gotta go see him play.
I don't think I've been to a game with Lamar playing yet.
But I get to see him here and watch every angle and watch every. I analyze the game right here from my seat.
Yeah.
You know,
last game we went to was my nephew went with us.
Play
the Ravens and the Detroit Lions when Joe Flacco carved y'all up for on the yards. And we got the dub.
We're not even gonna do. We're gonna do the fans a favor and not do this whole Joe Flacco bullshit.
Hey, so listen. I want to take it off football real quick because I gotta ask your opinion about this. And I know it's game 2 or it's about to be game 3 in the Western Conference Finals. But did you see the Nuggets coming back from 3-1 down to the Clippers? Like, did you see that happening? Like, a lot of people, like, I would not have expected that.
Like, what I always tell you in sports, it's one thing to be on paper. It's another thing to be in the game. On paper, you got Kawhi, you got Paul George, you got to play the game.
Yeah, that's.
And as an athlete, let's do it. And they probably took them boys lightly. What you think gonna happen?
And that's the thing that a lot of people love about sports because at the end of the day, the game's got to be played on the field. You know what I mean? And you can never count. But I feel like football is the most like that. I feel like there is some sports that you can look at and be like, oh, this team's going to win.
No, sir.
Like baseball, like if the Yankees are playing the
Orioles,
I feel like they're going to beat us. Like, you know what I mean?
Not necessarily. The Yankees go in there thinking they can't get it. The Orioles go jump dead in their ass.
I mean, that's facts. Like, I mean, the Orioles.
But that's why I like the Yankees.
They play so much in baseball.
But you know why I like the Yankees? I don't like the Yankees only because I like the Yankees for one simple fact. They'll pay their players whatever it costs.
That's facts.
They'll pay them.
Well, baseball don't have a...
they don't have a cap.
No, they don't have a cap.
But New York is one of the teams, and I love the Yankees for that because I'm always on the athlete side. I'm never on the management side. I'm always on the athlete side.
Word.
New York will give you whatever. If you're worth it, sign right here. And guess what they do? They keep reloading.
And that's why they win so goddamn.
Hey, as an athlete, I'm with you. Sign me up. $200 million, say less. That's why they always. I mean, look at Mark Teixeira. He went to school here in Maryland. They went straight to New York. Because the Orioles going, well, we don't know if we can. Well, you want to think about it? Meanwhile, New York say, sign right here. Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, come to a winning squad.
Yeah.
Sign here.
Sign right here.
Come here and win.
Think about it. If you're an athlete,
like
it's all about the paycheck. Because you got to get it now. It's all about now. Because as you hit a certain amount, as you hit a age, well, you're not that. You're a little old now.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just different.
It's different, but you got to get it while you can.
You got to. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I mean, you gotta, you know, why you in your like you say all the time, like football play, like running backs, they got a short lifespan. You know what I'm saying? Like because of all the hits they take. So when it's your moment,
except for my boy AP.
AP. That boy's still getting it in at his older age.
He's an exception to the rule.
You know what I mean?
He's an exception to the rules.
I think AP, honestly, I remember him coming in the league as a rookie. And remember that right before that, Reggie Bush was drafted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And a lot of people had high expectations for Reggie Bush. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people didn't look at AP like they did Reggie Bush when coming out of college. You know what I mean? Like I mean, people knew AP was nice, but they wasn't like, oh my God, this dude is gonna be like, you know.
Everybody else but me.
I feel like
I know he was different.
Yeah,
he was different. I told you,
you're not the only one. My cousin Jimmy felt. Jimmy. He felt like the same way. He was saying the same thing. You know what I mean?
This guy's different. He's built. God made him different. Like to me, he was a combination of my favorite running back. Barry Sanders.
That's just what I was about to get
He
to.
had Walter Payton in him. He had Earl Campbell.
Back,
every great back. If you ask, if I was a GM, this guy is the protocol of what a running back should be, should look like.
Yeah.
He runs with anger. He runs with speed. He runs with power. Whatever it takes, he's going to get it done. He's a rare breed. He's a rare breed.
Well, there's another running back. Actually, he just got hurt, but there's another running back that I feel like is like got every running back in him, and that's Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? I don't know why,
Facts.
but I feel like he's like the most. I feel like he's the most special running back I've ever seen. Well, no, I can't say that. Barry is definitely because Barry is.
But Saquon is
but
2020 version of the new running backs.
yeah.
But I'm concerned about his
health.
Is he injury prone?
Yeah.
You know, I know freak shit happens. Shit happens, but
That's why
I'm starting to be concerned. Like now he's out for the whole year. When he come back, only person I know that was able to do it is AP. Come back from injury and then win MVP.
Like,
I know he got that heart. I played running back for many years. I'm not gonna put myself in the place where they are because I didn't never reach that level. But I feel like based on his heart and the way he runs and his work ethic, I think he can bounce back. But I'm just concerned. Like now it's like out for another year. Last year he made so many games. I'm just concerned. Like at that position, you know, everybody don't heal the same. Everybody don't heal like AP. Adrian is one of the, you know, he's different.
It's tough. Like it's a tough. Like yesterday when
a lot of injuries yesterday. A lot of injuries, man.
Corner that we have from Temple. What's his name?
For the Ravens?
Yeah, remember he got hurt again yesterday. Tavon Young.
Yeah.
Tavon Young got hurt again yesterday. And yesterday when it happened, I was frustrated. I'm like, damn, like this dude cannot play a full season. But then you think about it, you sit back, you kind of feel sorry for him because it's like, damn, bro, like it's not his fault. You know what I mean? I'm sure he wants to play, but every time it's like something, you know, happens to where you just, some people to me are just injury, like they get injured easily, like, you know.
But I think it's the stress that, you know, I remember getting ready for a football season, man. The stress that you put your body through, man. And then them guys didn't have the preseason, they didn't have the OTAs. I'm like, does that play a factor? But you get hurt. Guys, remember, teams was like preparing themselves to like, who's going to make it through training camp? Yeah. And they had all the time to get ready and somebody blow a knee. Yeah. You know, somebody neck injury. It's a different level. That sport is a different level. But you got to give kudos to the guys that make it through all that. AP, he got hurt one time, but he wasn't injury prone. And when he came back better than ever. Yeah. You know? Still playing. He's playing at a high level. He's in Detroit. I don't know. Did we feed him the ball yesterday? I don't think so. Why? Because that's what we do.
Did you see him when he walked off the field? He looked at like what the fuck did I like I just fucked up signing this team. Like, hey, Washington football team, bring me back. I don't want to be here. I'm finna go sit next to Barry and watch the Lions for the rest of the
Well, he's going to, I think, you know, like I said, I support my team no matter what. I love them, and I'm always going to ride with them. That's just the loyalty that I have to them. Right. You know, but I think at some point, I figure my team will get it together from management perspective. Yeah. They're going to think like, okay, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong?
Sure.
Coaching? We done went through the coaching carousel. From one coach to another. Now, it's like, are we going to be looking for another coach after this year? Because, what, we're going to win 4 or 5 games again?
Y'all are going to hire every defensive and offensive coordinator in the league.
But look at what Baltimore, that's what I'm talking about. Look at what Baltimore do. Look at what Pittsburgh do.
Winning organizations.
They stick with what they have.
Right.
They model their hiring of coaching and players at a standard.
Like the Ravens adjusting the playbook to Lamar's, type of.
I think it's basic mathematics. You have a dynamic player like Lamar. Yeah. Of course you're going to play to his strength.
Of course. Yeah.
When I saw that, because everybody, remember I used to tell you, you was one of those guys. That offense would not work in the NFL. I remember before Lamar came in the NFL,
I did.
You telling me that. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? If they get the right 11 on the field, it's your job to stop that offense. That offense gives you options.
Back in the day, you would say the same thing, though, Jay.
No, I never said that. Remember me and you had that before a podcast. We talk about how that offense could be dynamic. I remember when
I never thought it would work in the NFL.
I told you it would work, right or wrong.
Yeah.
Years ago, I told you this offense would work before Lamar. I'm like, if they brought that option offense to the NFL, it can work. But you got the right cast, the right 11 on the field, and
the reason why I thought it would never work is because in the the NFL they faster. You know what I'm saying? Like
I got 11.
Defense is faster.
Okay.
So it's like the
when
game's faster in college.
That's fine. But think about it. When you start an offense in the NFL, you start with your O-line, right?
Yeah.
You have them guys on the O-line athletic, able to run, able to twist and turn. You have your guards in the center that can pull. You have your tackles that's able to move their feet. They have good footwork. And then you have a quarterback that can run the option. You have receivers that's willing to block. You get what I'm saying?
No, I ain't
so
gonna lie. I like
if
that.
you get those 11 guys like they have with Lamar, it can work. Now, can it be stopped? Now the defense got to get 11 players that can match up with the 11 that's on offense. Because I know where I'm going. You don't know where I'm going.
Yeah. Like,
You get what I'm saying?
you know, when you got a guy like Lamar,
Special.
you know what I mean? It is
Special.
hard to guard because you can't. Yeah, you can drop back in coverage, but you still gotta have guys fast enough to keep.
But he can throw the
he's
ball
fastest
too.
on the field
So
a
you
lot of
want to
times.
bring 8, 9 in the box?
Yeah.
He can throw the ball. Everybody, he can't throw. You're one of them. He can't throw the ball.
Well, that was his rookie year.
Did you
He
watch
couldn't
him?
throw his ball.
Did you?
He couldn't throw his rookie year. He was terrible as a passer.
Oh my God!
If you go, but now this.
Did
year,
you watch him in college, or you just started picking him
I
up?
watched him in college.
So what did he do?
couldn't
What did he
throw
do in
very-
Louisville? How many yards did he have?
Yeah,
passing?
but it's
but
different.
but
But it's different in college, Jr.
what is this? What do you mean it's different?
competition,
He had to
but-
throw the ball to him.
You know, a lot of his passes were behind receivers, though. He was completing them because they was wide
How many
open.
yards did he throw for in college?
He threw for like 4,000 yards one year and ran for like what?
Wow,
2?
4,000. How many would you say Flacco and them threw in college? It wasn't for
But
4,000.
Flacco played for Delaware.
I don't care where he played for. I don't care where.
look at it.
I don't care if he played in my backyard.
Logan Woodside played for. There was a guy that like couple 2 or 3 years ago. His name was Logan Woodside. He played for Toledo. He threw for like 40. He had the most touchdowns.
But for somebody who can't throw the ball in college, he threw for
But that's
for
college.
over
He couldn't throw
3,500.
the ball in the NFL. Look at Tebow. Tebow threw the ball. good
He's
in
not
college.
Tebow.
I'm not comparing that. I'm not.
We're not doing
comparing
that.
oh
We're
God.
definitely not doing that today. We're
Listen.
gonna keep that dumb shit out of here.
I'm not comparing Lamar to Tebow.
Please don't. Excuse his dumb
Skip
shit that he
Bayless the
talk.
only one that's gonna like that comment.
And that's your boy.
Everybody else is gonna. The fuck is he talking about? His ass off the fucking podcast.
Don't make me Shannon Sharp you. Don't make me say,
but
yeah.
I'm just saying, like Tim Tebow could throw better in college than he could in the NFL. Like he couldn't throw in the NFL.
Well, it was
In
Florida
college,
playing. It was Florida playing freaking
He won like two national championships and won a.
because he had weapons around him.
That's what.
And they were playing Florida. How often did they play like a team like Alabama? Not often. They were playing. It was Florida playing Towson. What's gonna happen?
But
You see the level of competition wasn't.
Florida had a lot of level. Do you mean they got one of the hardest state? They're in the SEC. That's
Yeah, but the
the
SEC.
schedule you can get.
But the recruiting that Florida was having, the players that's going to Florida, it wasn't matching up to everybody that's in the SEC. Florida would have the top 15 recruits.
Word.
Everybody else was fill-ins in the SEC.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But that's why the ACC. Is
That
so
era that they
powerful.
had,
The
it was a
SEC is
good
the most
run.
powerful conference in the college.
And
football
credit to
field,
Tim
bro.
Tebow. I feel like he could have been used to his talent.
If in an offense like the Ravens have, you know, but I don't know, man. He was a terrible thrower though. Like,
He's a terrible thrower, but
but I mean,
You know.
Lamar got it together with his throwing.
Lamar's different. He's a different athlete. Tim Tebow, I liked his heart. I like his passion, but he didn't have the skills that Lamar had.
I've never
Lamar's
seen a
different.
more
God
athletic-
made him different.
I never seen a more athletic quarterback in my
No,
life. than
I
Lamar.
haven't.
Like I used to think, like, could Michael Vick be? But I'm like,
But it took more than just athleticism. Michael Vick, really, he said it. This is not my word that I'm putting in his mouth. Michael Vick said, you know, the time that he should have took the study, you know, to learn.
not fight dogs, all that shit.
Listen, okay. See, there you go. Here you go with the bullshit.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Here you go with the bullshit.
That's a decision he made, so you gotta live with it.
Okay, I'm sure he did his time.
He did his time.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't throwing no shade out.
Oh, you just threw shade. What the fuck you mean you're not throwing shade? You just threw shade. You're not fighting dogs because you're a dog lover. And then I'm not saying it's right. It's not right. I'm not saying it's right, but we all make our mistakes. But the man, he lived up to it. He owned it. He did his time, and he came back. Now he's an honorable member of society.
No, I get it. Vic, he definitely came back. But I tell you what, when he did come back in the league, he threw the ball way better.
He went to a coach, Andy Reid. It's coaching. Like I said,
oh my God,
management, coaching staff, players. It takes a unit to win a championship.
But I still think he has the best throw I've ever seen. Like his release.
The way he flicked up the wrist.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was great. He had the best flick of the wrist. Like the flick of the wrist. But shit, but when I wanted to go back to this NBA too, because now I was asking you, did you think that they would be down? Like Kawhi Leonard would lose, the Clippers, Kawhi, Paul George. I don't want to just name Kawhi Leonard because that whole team.
They laid down. They laid down. Let's call it what it is. They laid down.
But a lot of people, because of what Kawhi did last year, and
he had a sporting cast too.
I know, but there are a lot of people. See, I've always been a LeBron fan.
He doesn't get enough credit.
He don't. And me personally, I think he's better than Jordan now. But for everybody that goes crazy that watched Jordan back in the day, I never got a chance to watch Jordan. I was young.
I did.
I never watched Jordan.
I did.
So that's why I picked LeBron. You know what I mean? As my GOAT. But I understand people that pick Jordan that watched him. I understand that.
Growing up watching Jordan and growing up watching LeBron as an athlete, I played basketball too. You know what I mean? And I would rather play with LeBron. My personality would not go well with Jordan, especially after watching the special that he had. It wouldn't work.
No.
As an athlete, it just wouldn't work because LeBron. Just imagine you're on the team with me and I speak to you in your way. I say what I want. I do what I want. In versus playing with somebody that's like, you know what, I'm considered one of the best, but I still pass you the ball. I still have respect for you. I would rather play with you. Now, credit to Jordan. Jordan had that dog in him, like Kobe. That. And if LeBron,
everybody says that too.
It's okay, but God made LeBron different again.
Oh, dude.
He's
a different. He's really built differently. This dude is 6'9".
He's a truck coming down the court.
He's
a truck. He's a mad truck. He's a football playing basketball.
Exactly.
But God,
him being tight end in the NFL or something like that. Even receiver, he probably be killing. Who would stop LeBron? But I mean, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because a lot of people were saying that Kawhi was better than LeBron.
See,
but I never gave it that credit. Did you ever think that Kawhi was better? No. I never.
Don't ask me no dumb shit like that.
A lot of people thought that.
Why? Because he's a great player, but he's not LeBron James great. LeBron done it all.
I just love how all the people that was saying Kawhi was better, all these months and shit all of them are now on I never said he was better. I never you know what I'm saying? I never said he was better. I never said he was nah, you motherfuckers.
LeBron since I've heard of LeBron in high school, he had to carry that on his back, and he lived up to expectations, and passed. So he surpassed expectations, right or wrong.
LeBron,
he came with that stamp on his back, man. You the GOAT. In high school, you went to Cleveland, did his thing, and remained humble.
Bro, he was at 18, signed with Nike, bro.
That's a lot of pressure, dog. It's a lot of pressure. And then he's not afraid to step out and stand for what's right. See, there's so many reasons. See, there's so many reasons why I like a certain person. It's not just sports to me sometimes. Right. You could persuade me to like you based on your character.
Like you was explaining last time, the first episode when we were talking about Lamar, he was talking about his character.
Character. So, I would love to play with LeBron. I would love LeBron on my team, because it's not the fact that he's that guy, but he also has that personality. Like, look, man, I'm not open. Shoot the ball.
A lot of people felt like Kobe was greedy. Do you agree with that?
Was greedy?
Like
Kobe had that dog in him. Ball, but that was his personality. That was the athlete that he was. But they did not learn after being around a coach that told him, like, look, you can't do this by yourself. LeBron didn't have to be taught that. Mike had to be taught that. Remember? Phil had to say, Mike, you got to pass it to Steve Kerr.
I never watched.
Well, you wasn't there. But to me, Mike had to be taught, look, you got to play within the realm of the offense.
Yeah.
You can't do it all by yourself. It's going to come a time where the whole defense is going to jump on you, and that man just standing there like, yo, don't dish it. Shot.
Yeah, because the only only two men that really did it by themselves, got their teams to the finals.
Who's that?
Was AI and LeBron, and both
But
of them went 0-4 in the finals.
Yeah, but AI to make it that far, AI also had a coaching staff. Larry Brown.
Oh yeah, no,
he didn't make it by himself. The other four guys, AI was a scorer. He had to score. He had to play defense harder than everybody else. But AI respected the players that he had around him. He couldn't get past the hump because everybody else didn't step up to the level of, you know what I mean? But the AI wasn't. We know AI was gonna give you 30 every night.
Yeah,
we knew that, right?
Yeah, he was unbelievable. Like he was.
We knew Kobe was gonna take the shot.
Like he's AI is like the person that everybody that's my height, wants to be like if they play basketball, because he wasn't the tallest. You know what I'm saying? But he was a fucking like playmaker. Like he was just a.
AI made it okay to be a little short.
Yeah.
He made it okay to be 150 pounds.
Yeah.
It's the heart of the lion.
He was fucking unstoppable.
He didn't give a shit.
You know
AI never complained. He had that dog in him.
He was a different breed.
And I feel like LeBron has that dog in him. It's just different.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was just different.
LeBron could close a game out if he wanted to. I just feel like he's more of a I want to get the team involved type person.
Yes.
He don't.
As a player, I feel like I would love to play with him.
And a lot of people
look what J.R. Smith did.
Yeah. Right.
Had that been Mike, J.R. would never play in the NBA again. But he's back with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? He's done. Ball game. J.R.
You running around with the ball, you didn't shoot the ball?
No, you didn't pass me the ball. First of all, you get the ball, you look for me. Kobe, probably the same damn thing. What the hell were you running around with the ball for 3 seconds?
Kobe was cussing people out in practice. You think you want to do it again?
But again, it's that hunger. It's that thirst for winning. It's that dog. It's that Mamba mentality. I get it. But don't discredit this guy for loving to share everything. But in closing, I just want to say this, right? It all ends up being decision that you make as far as an athlete. You want to always keep your team and your surroundings, because you never know what next year's going to bring. You bring new players around you. You bring new people, management change, and people got to want to play with you. No matter where LeBron goes, they want to play with him. That's just my closing statement. Like,
and that is true. Like, yeah, because everywhere he goes, he ends up being in the finals.
He's loved. Now, do I think he's better than Mike? No. But do I think he's one of the GOATs? Top 5 for sure when it's all said and done.
You think he's better than Kyrie?
For sure. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button.
And make sure y'all follow us on all of our platforms.
Facts.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure y'all go to Black and White in the Basement on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit that like button. We got way more content coming for y'all, man. Like, listen. We're trying to be the biggest in the world, so we need all the support we can
get. You gotta speak it,
get.
Put it out there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, for real. And we appreciate everybody that supports our channel or anything, whether it's social media, our channel, subscribe, just viewing, everything. Like, we appreciate it all. And look, we're open to y'all opinions. Like I said.
Yeah, leave a comment down below.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Tell us what you want to talk about. You know what I mean? And we'll definitely touch base.
Till next time. One love.
Until hey.
Peace.